I think they're avoiding me now. They are avoiding me.
Oh.
They'll get there eventually. Ooh. Okay. And where did I? There's definitely a way to get the code for. I'm just gonna put a bear with us comment. Okay. Alright, let me think about this. If I go into YouTube right now.
Okay.
I'm going to click on our own live video and the universe will explode.
Okay.
Right now, right? Oh, see, that is weird. That's definitely weird.
Okay, so there's a slight delay.
That's fine. I don't mind a delay.
Alright.
Alright, okay. What are options for allowing you place?
Well,
Yeah. Ooh.
We did it. We did a live stream.
Okay, now I gotta figure out this lamp. Okay, here, you take these notes.
Okay.
I want this lamp to light us, but not to be like a fucking UFO that it is.
Yeah.
Hang on. You mind that. It's one shot.
No, it's not.
There we go. Okay. I'm gonna have to I'll go to mobile, that will make more sense, because then I can keep an eye on stuff. Like, share the Twitter, we'll just sit here for a minute. It occurs to me now, as I say that this actually will, when we end the stream, be a video on the channel.
It sure will.
Yeah. So maybe we won't just sit here and be on my phone for 2 minutes.
Yeah, maybe we'll actually.
Hold on.
No, let's think about this.
Let's think about this, because it only just occurred to me that while there's nobody in the live stream right now, this will still exist afterwards.
It sure will.
So with that, the spirit of that in mind, hi.
Hi.
I'm Orla. This is.
I'm Amy.
Hi.
You should have practiced.
You should have practiced this. You have seen me. A version of me via the Twitter. I've been the one doing that. So if you have been either pleased or displeased by that, then
that's your problem.
Yeah, I got nothing. So with that in mind, you have heard lots about me and my little wizard brat, but you have not heard from the lovely Amy so much. So while I do the social media things on my phone, Amy, would you like to introduce yourself and your character?
I would.
Thank you.
You've seen me in the couple of videos that we've put up. My name is Amy, and I'll be playing Lannis Ludovic, an Eladrin Barbarian. Those are the basic details, you know them. Lannis is... I described him to a friend once as violently cheerful and cheerfully violent. He is very good at his job, and he very much enjoys his job, and his job is hitting people with an axe. That's the bare bones of it. I'm really looking forward to playing him. I'm really looking forward to introducing him to everyone. I'm really looking forward to doing a bad English accent. It's going to be great.
I didn't know there was going to be a voice.
There's going to be a voice.
Because me and Cormac because we actually are from 4 streets away from each other and we're playing sisters, we were like, well, we try to learn another accent we both share. We're like, no, that's dumb. We already have the same accent.
So I'll do the dumb accent for us.
Yeah, like we should do our own dumb accent. I'm glad someone's doing the voice thing.
I'm sure a couple. Oh, well, I hope someone else will.
I know. I think Chris is gonna do a voice. He does a lot of. He obviously, for those of you who don't know, Chris is our human warlock, but he also did the voiceover for our trailers. So that very dramatic gravel Batman voice.
Yes, our
That was
dramatic
Chris.
voiceover.
He doesn't normally sound like that, or else being present would be really weird. Can we get a preview of the voice?
Oh God, can we?
Can we?
Oh God, man.
The answer is no.
The answer is no. Apologies, the answer is no. You're going to have to wait. I'm going to keep you in suspense.
I'm gonna wait.
And that's the only reason.
One of these
it's not because I'm embarrassed. It would ruin the surprise. That's all.
One of these questions we will have to do in accent.
Okay, fine. I shouldn't have said anything.
Hold on, I'm still trying to find people. This is why I'm still on my phone.
But while we are waiting, I want to also thank everybody because, as you probably know, we reached our goal. We've raised our funds. This is going to happen, and it's all because of you guys. Thank you so much. It means the world to get a project like this off the ground, and it's so exciting. It's so surreal. We spent most of Tuesday just freaking out about it, losing our minds.
There was a lot of freaking. Mm-hmm. There was some freaking,
but
some yelling, some expletives used.
Many expletives used. Although we're trying to actually avoid that in the game itself, aren't we? Wait,
are we?
Is that something I was told?
I wasn't told that.
Oh. I think someone used the words kid-friendly, but now I'm not sure.
This group of people are going to be kid-friendly?
Well, okay, I guess they aren't.
I don't know that for a fact. I'm sure you noticed that there are only 2 of us in this video.
There
are more than 2 people on the show.
There sure are.
But they are not here right now. Axel, our glorious and terrifying DM.
Mm-hmm.
Many of the decisions and information, many of the information we don't know have.
Stellar.
Thanks.
Yes, we received a lot of questions. A lot of them are things that the DM will address, but we're going to try to give you our best, butchered version of them.
We do know some things. We have spoken to our DM.
Yes.
We do know him.
Yes.
So
we have interacted.
At
some points in our life.
He's been alive for 700 years.
Yeah.
So.
And we've known him for some of it.
For some of that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's been time to ask questions, but for the most part, there are some things that either we don't know or we're not going to. Either we don't know, but we might get that answer to you on social media, or we don't know, but actually Axel doesn't want us or any of you to know yet
because that's how the game works.
Because the show will have those things. Hold on. I'm going to check social media one more time, and then we will answer some questions. For the one person currently watching, you can also ask questions.
Hello, one person.
In the chat.
It's very nice to meet you.
That's Axel. If it's Axel, don't say it in the chat. Keep it alive.
Yeah, let's keep the mystery alive.
Yeah. Alright, hold on. What did I do? I don't remember what I did.
Oh, hey, hello!
Oh, hey, how you doing? So yeah. What was I doing? I was gonna do a thing.
You sure?
It sure is. We are yelling at the artists behind our cute chippy countdown drawings, and you should check them out because they're really good.
So cute. I love them.
Unfriended on Twitter and Instagram. I've actually been trying to copy a URL on my phone. Just copy and paste for a solid 3 minutes.
It's just not happening.
Oh no, I've broken the universe. I opened our own live stream on my phone and I don't know how to make it stop.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm okay. We're not good at this.
It's our first live stream. I think it's fair to say we're all learning here. It's a new process. We're all growing as people, and to be frank, I respect us for it.
Okay. Well, let's answer some
questions.
Let's answer some questions. Sorry, that's the first tweet I saw that I opened that. Just let's go, lesbians.
Let's go, lesbians.
Okay, what is our first question here that I wrote on this very sophisticated piece of paper?
Our first question is, how will contributed NPCs that were part of our rewards tier on the Kickstarter be utilized within the campaign?
Again, this would be a great question for Axel to answer. But what we have discussed so far is there's going to be a form which people who have who backed at the tier for creating their own NPC will fill out with the details that are available, and then Axel will shuffle those NPCs in with his own NPCs, and I'm kind of excited to have to guess.
Yes,
during the show,
we're going to keep it a surprise from us.
Yeah, we don't want to know who the sort of like contributed NPCs are until like we were already interacting with them. We're like, is this one that somebody made or is this one of yours? I mean, yeah. I really look forward to getting that wrong.
Yeah, I want to guess completely wrong.
Yeah.
Actually, even thinking about it, that's a lot of NPCs.
It is. It's 10. There's 10 backer-created NPCs. That was limited because it was a really popular one. Obviously, it was one of our first ones to go.
Yeah, which is crazy.
And there were 2 ways to get it. There was one on its own and one with the campaign map print, and they both went as of like yesterday. Mm-hmm. And some of them is that I do know that some of them are going to be part, because Axel did tell me this. There's a ruling council of the city Jackhaven that the story is set in. And so a lot of the contributed. Oh, hi,
Anthea. Hi. Thank you for joining us.
Everybody in the chat is a cool artist.
Yeah.
That's just. Oh, yeah. Okay. So.
We wish you would have.
Yeah, I would have also liked. I would like a big orc girlfriend.
Hey, punk. Hello.
What's up?
That's my sister.
Oh,
hi, my sister.
Hi, her sister. Alright, wait, what was I saying? Oh, Jackhaven. Okay, so yeah. So some of the contributed NPCs are going to be on the Council of Jacks, which is like the ruling council of the city. I know that is one of the vehicles that Axel is using to get them in there, but I also think there's an element of randomness. Like I don't think we'll know.
Yeah,
until we know.
I think we won't know until we're told.
I do say big, like, buff orc.
Yeah, keep talking about big buff orc ladies.
Let's do that 10 times faster.
No.
Won't do accents, won't do tongue twisters.
What do I do?
Create one boy.
I made one boy, and now I'm done.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay. Question.
The next question, and okay, I will attempt the accent. But let's see how this goes.
Okay, for those of you who are just joining us now, Amy is going to do a voice for the show.
For the character, I will attempt a character voice. We will see how it goes.
We also love that Sunshine Boy. Okay, this is going to be the voice of the Sunshine Boy.
Oh Christ, here we go. If Jackhaven is loosely based on Dublin, is it possible that the surrounding countryside of the campaign will also be based on the rest of Ireland?
I love it.
Again, it needs work.
I like it. Oh, that's a good question. I think I'll get to that. So with the surrounding countryside, yes, possibly. I haven't actually seen the completed campaign map yet, and Axel is not here with us. But as far as I know, this initial arc of the campaign is very urban. So we're actually not really going to be leaving the city of Jackhaven very much. It is a relatively contained setting. And so the extent to which we know about outside of the city is pretty limited.
Yeah, and also because it is Dublin&Dragons, I feel it's appropriate just to stay based in Jackhaven, at least for the initial campaign.
Yeah, I mean, we're nothing if not on brand.
Yes, exactly.
See, people like the voice.
She doesn't count, she's related to me.
No, you guys said nice too.
It needs work. It'll all come together.
Okay. Yes, hold on. Andy had a question. Any idea when people who got the NPC tier will have to get those done? Very soon. The only reason that I haven't sent the form out to people already is because I've been sick all week. So there will be a Google form that I need to negotiate with Axel, who is also unfortunately sick. So either tomorrow or Sunday, Monday at the absolute latest, a form will go out to everyone via Kickstarter, which will give people the stuff to fill in for those NPCs, and yeah, we will get that done. Technically, I mean, no, I think it's all gone, so we can pretty much do that right away, because we did not consider the fact that the Kickstarter ends like 2 or 3 days before we film the show.
Yeah.
So if those hadn't gone early, we'd be like, some NPCs might arrive like right before we film.
Also, sorry, I'm just reading the chat. Anthea, how? Anyway. Also, to answer Nico's question, Rent in Jackhaven is not affordable. That's why people have to be adventurers to earn money.
Yeah, like,
and even then, it doesn't work.
Would we be fighting monsters if we could afford normal apartments?
The answer is
otherwise,
no.
No, absolutely not. This is a fantasy world, not ludicrous.
Well, yeah, we don't want to completely break your suspension of disbelief.
I mean, wizards, fine. Magic, fine. Eldrin, fine. Underground creatures, fine. Affordable, rent in any Dublin allegory, ridiculous.
Get real.
Well, that's a real possibility, let's be honest.
We don't know.
Fighting the landlords, I mean, it's a possibility.
Also a possibility.
The political situation in Jackhaven is complicated. I speaking for my own character, Kala has led a very sheltered life. Maybe shocked to see what life outside the temple is like. Maybe angry. May react poorly due to being 19.
Angry 19-year-olds do some crazy
with
shit.
magical powers.
Yeah. And Lanius, being a faux British debt collector, is perfectly happy with the situation because it gives him work.
This is true. Really, Lanius, while cute and a good boy, is also part of the system, though.
Yes, he is part of the system.
Yeah.
He's a cog in the machine.
He is our problematic fave.
Oh, fuck. Let's not start that.
Every campaign needs one. Every campaign needs...
Well, I'll adopt the position then.
Every campaign needs one person who refuses to do character voices.
Okay.
One immortal. We have Axel.
Mm-hmm.
And one problematic fave.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you lawful? Oh no, Axel won't let us tell anyone what our alignments are.
He is a problematic twonk. Actually, Anthea, that's a very good question. We actually haven't discussed alignments with each other because we want to actually have that come out through RP. We think it's a little more fun that way.
Also because Axel told us not to.
Yeah, the DM said no. So
yeah, that's a pretty. I mean, also yes, I also agree with this. That it's more fun when you figure out that stuff as it goes on.
Yeah, and we want to see if we can actually make it come in through character rather than just saying X is Y.
Also, even if I did tell anyone, it wouldn't matter because, like I say, my character literally lived in a bubble her whole life, has been out of said temple for, at the start of the campaign, at max a week.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows what's going to happen? She could change alignment 4 times over 30 episodes. We don't know. She's just experiencing the world.
I feel teenagers are naturally chaotic.
Yeah.
Yeah, shocking, right?
Role-playing in my role-playing game, it's more likely
than you think.
You know the way how the most popular version of that meme was centipedes in my vagina?
Yes.
Okay, so I thought that was a meme that everybody knew. I thought it was a really popular meme. And so when somebody said the phrase, more likely than you think, to me in conversation, it was Han, if you're watching, this was you. And so I said to them, they were like, oh, it's more likely than you think. And then I, assuming that they were making a meme reference because they are a meme person, I said, centipedes in my vagina. And they looked at me like it was horrified. Like the soul had just been ripped out of their body.
Because of the words that you said in that sequence.
Well, yes, okay, I know it was the words that I said, but it wasn't me saying them. It was the internet. The internet said them.
Oh, sure, blame the internet.
The internet said them, and then I said them again. spell centipedes?
Yes, I think.
I learn so much every day.
Every day is a learning day.
Every day.
Yeah, okay.
That's fair, honestly. Honestly fair. Yeah.
Will we move on to the next
We
question?
should answer more questions.
Aside from the setting, do you intend to use any homebrew rules or classes?
Yeah, there were a few variations on this question.
Yeah.
People wanted to know like what we were bringing in ourselves and what was going to be different and an Arthur Arcana and that sort of stuff. So yes, obviously the setting is homebrew. The deities are not. They're like a mix of mostly 4E deities. A lot of the ones that kind of like they're basically just everybody's favorites. They just like cut out all the deities nobody cares about. And everybody's favorite system. And there's we got the Raven Queen, got Melora, we got Cord, Pelor, Bahamut, and a whole bunch of others I remember.
All the party boys.
All the real party boys that everybody likes. Istus, I always forget Istus.
Istus.
Istus in there. But in terms of homebrew, so obviously I made a homebrew race for this. So I tapped her out because basically I was playing around with the idea that given the nature of Drow and the nature of their relationship with everybody on the surface, someone who was half Drow would not have the same like bonuses and relationships and stuff and skills that was the necessity skills that a regular half elf would. So I tried many failed versions. I made it on D&D Beyond, so anyone can use it. It's up there for free, but you will have to look for the one that says race because I had about 15 failed attempts that you can't delete.
What?
So okay, not that many, but there's a few because I was trying to do them as a variant of half elf.
Sure.
But I couldn't move the bonus. The whole point was to move the bonus from charisma to intelligence. Because I was like, no, like having a charisma bonus doesn't make any sense for this. And so I wanted to move it to intelligence and I wanted to change the dark, give superior dark vision and some light sensitivity. And how did I do like the mild light sensitivity? And I couldn't make it work because it just kept giving me up half elf stuff and then this was just on top of it. So it ended up like I just broke the like half elves had like +2 to charisma and +2 to intelligence and dex and something else and I was like, I broke it. I know I broke it. But there is a functioning version on D&D Beyond and it's also up on DM's Guild. Also for free or pay what you want. It's up on it's my only DM's Guild thing, but it's up there. If you want to play it after, it's got some flavor text and stuff.
So I'm not sure about the other plays. I don't know if they're incorporating any sort of homebrew into what they're doing. I don't think they are, but never say never.
Not really, no, I don't think. None of the ones where I've... Sorry. This is my character voice now. Yes, you were saying.
Obviously, both Eladrin and the Barbarian Path of the Zelda I'm doing, they were both UA, and they've only recently come into like actual play. So I am looking forward to it. Obviously, there's some slight variations, but it's nothing quite as extreme as a homebrew.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think it's really interesting. Eladrin is playable characters, but kind of controversial.
No, yeah.
Yeah, like some people didn't like them as playable characters. I kind of thought it was fun though.
I get it to a degree because it feels like just another like sub-race of elf.
Yes,
and why are there more?
Yeah, these are just aesthetic elves.
That's literally it. They're just more elven elves.
But
it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great. I'm so excited. Path of the Zelda is great though.
Yes,
really.
Actually, stream. I've never played Barbarian before, so it's one of the few classes I haven't tried yet. So we'll all be learning together.
I've never played a wizard before, so at some point next week, I'm gonna buy spell cards because fuck.
Oh yeah.
I don't even normally play spell. Like the only spellcaster I ever played was like a level 3 druid.
Okay.
I play rogues or rangers or paladins. So they have some spells, like rangers and paladins have some spells, but like like 2 spells.
And you when you're a paladin, you don't use them, you just smite.
Yeah. I mean, I did once, but that was like, yeah. One time I used Burning Hands. Because it was a trash monster.
Oh, okay.
Versus Strahd.
Ah.
Barbarians are a lot of fun. Okay, yeah. And just saying you say bards normally, I have never played a bard. I'm starting to play a bard this Tuesday in a game of Dragon Heist. And but you know there's like online quizzes, you do like, what class in D&D are you?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I always fight me, paladins are great. I always got bard for my personality, but I've never played a bard.
I always get paladin for my personality because that's who I am. So
Paladins
fuck
are great.
you.
They
Paladins
are
are
so thank you,
great.
Anthea. Paladins are a lot of fun. I will fight you,
Yes,
your
I
sister
will.
of the stream.
I will not hear a word against paladins.
Yeah, that was they're really easy to roleplay though, because they're often
Yeah, that's the thing.
the objectives are often very simple. Like I play a real dumb paladin.
that's
-1 intelligence.
Oh, that is fun.
Yeah, they're basically a Labrador with a sword.
Barbarians. Oh no.
Like, why would you do that?
Oh no.
Why would you put those words? Is this revenge for the centipedes and the vagina thing?
I think it is.
Yeah, because those are. I'm not sure those were words.
Those are
Enter
words.
the universe.
Those sure are words.
Okay, good to know. Let's answer another question.
Let's. So approximately what time and what days will the episodes be going up, and approximately how long will they be?
Those are good questions. The episodes will be about an hour or an hour and a half long. They will vary because it will be story beat related. So some will be a little longer and some will be a little shorter. When Axel will call it when he thinks it's a good place to stop. But we're aiming to have them be. He's planning for hour and a half long bits of story. They will be going up on Tuesday evenings around 6 p.m. When they go up, I'll probably be on the social medias to live tweet the first thing, and we'll probably do something silly to celebrate the first one. We haven't totally decided what we're going to do for the premiere. And then somebody else asked, like, when is it coming out? Just because those questions all go together. Probably it's going to be the 2nd of April. I did the maths in my head. And that is the Tuesday that's not the immediately after we start filming. So I think the first episode will be up on the 2nd of April. But,
yeah, just to give us time to edit and get everything together.
You do hear a dog.
Yes.
You hear a good dog that I'm
Very
going to
good
have to
dog.
let in so he shuts up and stops annoying my neighbors in a second.
He's a very good boy.
I'm going to go get the good boy now. Yes. Did I answer all those questions? Okay, real talk. Is there anything you wish you'd known about playing D&D before you started? I'm starting a game in summer and I've only played a tiny bit of D&D. Ooh. That's a really good question.
I don't know if it's something I wish I'd known beforehand, but if you'll pardon the phrase, like, roll with what happens. Like, you're going to come up with these grand plans in your head, and that's not what's going to actually happen on table. The dice are going to do something different to what you expect. It's all about adaptability. When I talk to people who don't really know D&D, I talk about it like improv.
It's a lot more like improv than it is like theatre.
Yes. And something else I'll say is remember that it's a team sport. Like, make sure, not that you should be solely focused on making sure everyone else is having fun, but if you want to play like a brooding rogue who doesn't play well with others, why is he in an adventuring party?
Yeah, so there's like, and you can do it, but it's often like maybe it's a lot of people's first instinct, like their first character they make when they start playing, and I did this, was they play these like edgy lone wolf characters, and you're like, well then why are they in a group of other people traveling around the place as a group?
Yeah.
You know, why are they there is the way more important question to ask about your character than pretty much anything else.
And it doesn't have to be a big, intense backstory thing. It just has to be like justify the fact that they're here in a sentence and then go with it.
Like some of the most fun I had in games, where the only real backstory I had was, well, this is better than other stuff.
Yeah.
And that was like, that's the, you know, they didn't have like an epic quest, and they didn't hate being around other people. They were just like, yeah, well, I mean, I'm pretty good at fighting. This is a good line of work as any, and these people seem nice. And like, it doesn't need to be more complicated than that.
Yeah.
And Yeah, I mean, it's about sharing the spotlight, like having a good rapport. If you're gonna do like an edgy character, you just have to make sure that you are able to draw the line between being your character being a dick to the other characters and you being a dick to the other people at the table. Because like you playing an asshole character can be really funny, and everyone can have a good laugh out of it if you know each other and there's like trust at the table.
I think it's
and other people are participating in the joke, and it's not just you in a corner being a dick.
It's certainly one of the more difficult things to pull off. I would say I haven't ever really seen it done successfully.
I have, but again, it's people who know each other well.
Yeah, and that's the thing. When you're going to start, like, the best option is to play with friends who are also interested, people who you already know, people who you can already have a laugh with, and you understand their limits for this kind of thing.
Because also, roleplay when you don't know people can take you a while to warm up.
Yes.
And it can be kind of awkward.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to do this, like, the being silly that, like, well, yeah. He who shall not be named.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's basically it. I don't think I have another
I'm sure there's stuff we're forgetting. But
probably, but like, I mean, ultimately my main advice is you have to learn as you do it, so there's like, how do you give that as advice?
Yeah. Practice.
Sorry, I'm really blind. Who's the editor? So, I will be helping, but most of the video editing will be done by our videographer, who's also doing the filming. Rian Gallagher, he's also on YouTube. He's really, really great. We just met really for this project. I didn't know him before, but he's a lot of fun. And he did a lot of the filming for the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And he, we were gonna have more and better equipment and more time to do it than we did in my dining room for the trailer. Which was mostly just us laughing a lot and throwing dice at each other. I'm not sure Rian really knew what to make of us.
He didn't.
But he is a very good sport.
He is.
He even put up with the fact that my mother opened the door to him, and he was wearing really cool knitted jumper. It was like a Star Wars knitted jumper, but like it wasn't like he'd almost not noticed what Star Wars is like. Stormtrooper head, like in a pattern of the jumper. It was a very cool jumper. My mother opens the door. I was upstairs talking to someone. I was in the back. I don't remember what I was doing. She opens the front door and goes, "Yeah, you look like the sword. Come on in."
Crap.
And he still wants to work with us. So.
Well, okay, fair enough. At least he still wants to.
When did you all start playing together? We haven't
played together. This will be, I've played with Axel, I've played with Katie, and I've played with Ali before. I haven't played with anyone else before.
And I have played with Chris, and I have played with Cormac, but I haven't played with... So basically the team, me and Axel came up with this idea together, and we brought some people together. Me and Amy had already met,
yes.
But Ali and Katie I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
I've just got to know them since we decided we were going to do this together. We hung out and, we know each other now, but we came together for this. And me and Chris and Cormac have been friends a long time, and we've played together.
It'll actually be an interesting experience going off what we were saying, because like playing with people you don't really know is quite a different thing to handle.
Yeah, because it takes a while to develop trust at the table, where you can be silly and everyone joins in, or you can things can get serious and people are comfortable, and you know what I mean. Like you can get that balance going where people are like know where you're going with something and let you do it, and then have their moment and that kind of pacing that you get when you know people well. It sometimes takes me a little while to shake into it, but I think the fact that everyone is relatively, I think the only person who's really new to D&D is Cormac. And he is hilariously also going to play the character who knows everyone the least well, has just arrived, doesn't know the city, doesn't know anything, so it'll actually...
Yeah, that'll inform it.
All Cormac's character, like, roleplay of, oh, what's happening? Who are these people? What's going on? Is also going to be Cormac like, what's happening? Who are these people? What's going on? Since Cormac lives in Amsterdam. The reason Cormac is the cryptid of the show, and the reason you have not seen Cormac in any of the trailers, and you have not seen Cormac on social media, and why every time I mention him I just put up that picture of Bigfoot, is because one, he's a social media light, and two, he lives in Amsterdam. So he is actually coming back especially for this. So it's going to be great.
It is.
You answered the question while I get the dog. Oh, I'm so dodging the microphone.
What was our next question?
I think it was, can I play?
Well, we're kind of set for players for the moment. But if things kick off and become a bit more successful, we're going to be looking at... Hi, Finn! Oh, you're all wet. Is it raining?
It's raining.
Oh, poor Finn. Oh.
So
Sorry, there's a dog here now. And the dog is very important.
Was there a question before I got the dog?
Oh, it's fine.
Ooh.
So we are warming him up. He's getting roped up to kitchen towels.
Don't do it. No, don't do it. Oh, don't do it.
Hi, there he is. Oh, hello. Hello.
Hold on, I'm gonna clean you.
Come here.
You thought we were gonna show the dog? Like, what kind of teases do you think we are?
Calm down, boy. Calm down. Good boy.
Your key smashing got held for review.
What?
Every time the robot thinks that maybe it's a dodgy spam message, I have to click show.
You're okay. You're okay.
You get so excited when you're on camera. There we go. Alright, you've seen the dog. He will likely circle back around.
Yes.
He's a little excited because we've been having construction done. So he's a little hyper. But that's Finn. He's the mascot.
He's a good boy.
Yeah, this is true. Well, unfortunately, some people asked if he was going to be able to be in the episodes. No, because we're not filming in my house, and we cannot have pets where we are
Yes.
filming.
Unfortunately.
It is unfortunate. I'm glad that he made it into in the blooper reel at least, even if he was just smacking Axel on the face.
I mean, it's in character. It was
great. It's pretty good. Sorry, I'm dying. I'm still sick.
water.
No, that's fine. We're good. Okay, someone asked us if we were going to do a live show. I'm like, okay, guys, hold your horses.
That's a little bit ambitious, just for now. But
Axel's birds be there. I don't know if that'll make a combination. Dog and all those budgies. Axel's covered in his...
those aren't even Axel's birds.
Where did he even get
It was
those
at a
birds?
pet show.
Axel just sometimes sits down outside and is covered in birds.
Yeah, he's a fake prince.
It's a true story. So yeah, someone was like, do a live show at Token. I'm like,
Oh.
so,
Yeah, we wish, don't we?
that's it. Well, actually we can't, because aren't they tearing it down for a hotel, speaking of terrible rent?
Are they?
Yeah, they're building a
Oh,
hotel on the
what?
Market Street.
Oh, Jesus, great.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna burst everybody's bubble there.
City's a nightmare.
I know. Who are you? Is what I've heard on this piece of paper.
Who are
you? Yeah, so some people were asking, it would be cool. Some people were asking like, what was our like background and how did we come together and were we affiliated with any like existing D&D groups? Did we do Adventures League or Tantalus Ireland are a group that do a lot of D&D stuff. So we have a lot of links like Axel's and a lot of stuff with them and I think you have, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, and so we aren't. We're just a random group of people. Basically, I one day in December said I would like to make a D&D show, and Axel said I'm going to DM it, and we said cool.
And a legend was born.
Legend was born. Yeah. So that was like literally just a random. And then we're like, oh, let's find some people that we know that we think would be good for this.
And it all happened and came together very quickly, but I don't know, I think we made a gamble and it paid off.
Yeah. It was a bit of a rush because I can be a bit like that. I jumped the gun, so I had the idea in like the middle of December.
Mm-hmm.
We had our first conversations about it in January. We filmed the trailer in February.
Yeah, and now here we are.
And launched the Kickstarter as soon as the trailer was edited.
Yeah.
So it all happened really, really, really fast. Which, in hindsight, I don't know if I would advise somebody else to do it like that. Like if I was like going back to past, Finn.
Hello.
You gonna settle down?
Whoa, no, it's not.
I remember if I said no. Here. Finn. You're too big for this. He still thinks he's like a puppy. He won't be lap dog. Time. You answer that question. What were we doing?
What were we doing? Talking about affiliations.
Oh yeah. Talk about Tantalus and how they're cool.
Tantalus is a nerdy theatre group. I'm good friends with a lot of people who are involved in it, and they were actually their troop leader is the one who gave us the final donation needed to push us over the mark to get funded, and we are eternally grateful. Koshi, thank you so much. It means the world to us. It really does.
Yes. No. Very cool. What is it like? He's really excitable tonight. He's not being very good, so he has to go back out. Normally he's actually really chill. He's actually a pretty chill dog most of the time.
There's a camera.
But there's a camera, and we're not quite. He's very jealous of my laptop. I got him when he was 7 weeks old, and he was this size, and I was writing my master's dissertation. So he sat in my lap while I wrote my master's dissertation for it was the month I was finishing the actual text of it, and so his whole first month of life with me was in my lap, with me typing on my computer. So he has developed a bit of a complex. When I seem to be paying more attention to the computer than him. But yes, Tantalus, cool folks,
very generous folks, far too generous. And we're eternally grateful.
Some people had tech questions. So our video for Rian is taking care of most of the camera equipment. We're going to have multiple camera angles. One of the reasons we decided to do this with the Kickstarter and get the money in advance and do it like this rather than kind of like more low key was because we wanted to be able to. There was the cameras or one of and Rian are our big budget investment is so that we can have, because it's pre-recorded and we're not doing live. We have the capacity to switch between camera angles as different people are talking, so you're not like constantly in a wide shot of everyone. Though we will do that as well, because I always think it's funny when you can see people reacting to each other. Yes. And it's hard to predict, but when we have different camera setup, we can judge when that is or isn't appropriate, and we don't have to necessarily leave in the shot where someone, forgets their own camera and stuff in their nose, as inevitably happens when you're filming for long stretches of time. And we're mostly using, because it's kind of on camera, we're using lavalier. Got there eventually, Mike. I just sound labs. I don't remember what lab is short for.
I don't even know
French. Radio mics. We're using radio mics.
I don't even know microphone names, so.
Yeah. For those of you, that's the lapel mics with the thing you see on like news programs.
Yeah.
So we're using those. And we have Rian's going to be there. He's doing most of the editing. We have a sound guy who's coming in for a few hours. And it's going to be interesting. Somebody asked me on the audio. Someone asked me a little while ago if we're doing the podcast. If it is at all possible, sure. Because obviously, if you have a video, then you have the capacity to turn the video audio into a podcast. Obviously, we will be structuring our episodes like from Axel's point of view. He will be assuming sight.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't see any reason why we wouldn't also put it on this podcast.
Yeah.
Some people did ask about that because they say they only really do D&D stuff on their commute, which I also do a lot.
I also do.
So that's fair.
That's fine, understand.
We've got through all our pre-prepared questions.
And answered a few that came in during the stream.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Does anyone in the chat have any more questions before we finish up?
Can you order?
Maybe. No, it's fine. We're gonna finish. We're gonna done.
Okay.
I'll stick it out. Slaps campaign.
That's not the campaign.
Hold on, it's gonna be a meme. I know what meme this is. I knew it! I was gonna say, how many games do you get in this campaign?
Well, Lanny's is Pan.
Call's gay.
Yeah.
Doesn't figure that yet.
We have 2 lesbian birds.
2 lesbian birds.
So, enough.
Yeah.
I think Axel was saying that unless stated otherwise, assume every NPC is pansexual.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like the kind of the background radiation of any Axel's worlds are. Everybody's pan unless stated otherwise.
Get it up.
Get it up. Yeah. Come on, Jesus.
Okay, I think that's it. Yes, let's go lesbians, let's go.
Les burbs. That's great, I love that.
Hold on. Let's go, les bubs, let's go.
Yeah, I think you're getting there. You're really getting there.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely. I'll yell that a few more times.
That's good. That'll be like the warm-up mantra.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll all be there, like the cameras will be ready.
Doing our vocal warm
Getting
ups.
the mics
And I'll just be
on.
screaming.
Oh, let's go, let's go.
But guys, thank you so much for joining us. This is kind of a new experience, but it was really cool, and we can't wait to start filming. It's gonna be really fun.
Yeah, the momentum's been amazing. People's interest and feedback, and everybody's been very generous with their feedback and for their money.
Yes.
Everybody's been really generous and kind. This was always a bit of a risky endeavor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, one more question before we go. Is the landscape and architecture going to be exactly the same as Dublin? There will be differences. It's more like the general like vibe of the city is Dublin and some like specific landmarks. So there will be a spire and there will be a castle and there will be the university. Like there's a university where Trinity would be and that sort of thing. So that's all kind of like the main structure of the city and the main landmarks and the kind of atmosphere is Dublin. But no, I mean it's not like the city isn't Dublin.
It's not like a one for one.
Yeah, that would be very limiting and hard to translate.
Yeah.
I would be interested to know what the D&D equivalent of the Lewis would be though.
I hope we'll find out.
Yeah, who knows? It's just a dude called Lewis on a cart.
Please, oh my god, we actually have to say that actually. I want that to be true name.
I have been working in cooperation with Twitter. I have been working on a campaign to have the mayor of Jackhaven be called Miggledy Higgins.
That's correct.
Yeah.
We have to make that happen.
Yeah, a few different backers who have put money into this, into letting have control over Axel, have discussed this with me. I'm trying to make sure not everybody writes it in as their NPC name because then we'll have to get them to do it again.
10 different NPCs.
10 different
called them Miggledy
Just
Higgins.
say Miggledy Higgins. No, yeah, a gnome called
Yeah,
Miggledy
a gnome.
Higgins. Obviously a gnome. Like, we're not crazy.
Like a gnome druid with his two, like, big dog
big
animal
mastiff companions.
Exactly.
For sure. That's exactly what we're all about.
Just 10 of him.
Just 10 Miggledy Higgins. The gnome. Yes, my only fear is that too many. Wait, it would also be funny to make
An orc would also be fun.
but also like a huge, like make a giant Miggledy. Like what if he's the tallest?
Okay, we need a small Miggledy and we need a big Miggledy.
Yeah, we have Miggledy and Higgins. They could be a duo.
Oh,
So we could have Miggledy and Higgins.
Yes, I love this.
Like the orc would be Higgins
We need
and
to call
the gnome
Axel.
would be Miggledy. But yes, so that'll be negotiated at the beginning of next week as I get on to our backers to make sure that they have a chance to submit their NPCs and their NPC names. I would probably do a Google Drive folder for people just doing names because that way people can see that they haven't doubled up. Faking Hosier, yes.
Probably
Yes.
somewhere in the mix.
If only. That's living the dream. We just got a bunch of new people watching the screen. You guys are about to say goodbye. But
Where were you?
Where were you? You're late.
TikTok. But this is going to obviously go up on the YouTube channel.
It will be a video. Which the first 3 minutes we forgot that. So there's a whole bit. I forgot. Okay, you're right. I forgot that. So the first 3 minutes of this video is a whole exciting sequence of me moving a lamp. Me
Thrilling.
trying to find the link to share the URL for this live stream. That took a good 2 minutes because I couldn't figure it out. Couldn't do that. We figured out at one point that if we opened YouTube in the other tab, we could see a lag of ourselves. So the first 3 minutes when there was nobody here.
Fell apart.
There were no viewers, and so it felt safe. And then I remembered that it actually goes up as a video. So
you'll all get to see that.
yeah, I'll get to see me try to move the lamp and talk to ourselves. So yeah.
So enjoy. But this was great. Thank you so much for joining us.
So if you have any questions we didn't get to, or any shit you want to send our way, you know where to find me on the Twitter and the Facebook and the Instagram. Some people don't know we have Instagram, do you? There's an Instagram. Do all the stuff.
All the social medias.
All the feeds.
All the old feeds.
Yeah. And Yeah, thanks for joining us, and good night.
Good night. Have a good St. Patrick's Day weekend.
Oh, God, yeah.
Bye.
Stay safe.